Alright, hello, Mary to you, MicheleMarieDalene. It's the 22nd of October. It is Saturday. It's cold, it's damp, and it's kind of bleh. Okay, so figured why not as well do something productive. I was going to do a brief little snipe this afternoon. I decided not to release it. This really wasn't physically a big deal. I said to you that I would find out more about the Planet 9 thing. And this is an excerpt of an updated article from Russian television. I will have to give you the links to these videos because, it's always right to give citations. Because that way you can look at it yourself. The article is called "The Mysterious Planet 9 May Be Twisting the Solar System," scientists say. Huh? What does that mean? Well, let's see if I can read you some of the notes and you can understand what it says here. A planet believed to be the ninth in our solar system, but which has remained mysteriously elusive to astronomers, could be causing the wobble in our solar system that causes planets to move at different angles to the sun, according to new research. Quote, because Planet 9 is so massive, it has orbit tilted compared to the other planets. The solar system has no choice but to slowly twist out of alignment. Lead author of the study from Caltech, Elizabeth Bailey, said in a statement, all planets in our solar system, excluding the hypothetical Planet 9, move around the sun on the same plane. But this plane differs by 6 degrees to the sun, which is tilted from Earth's perspective. Planet 9 believed to be 10 times the size of Earth. I told you they didn't know the actual size. Now we're getting some size figures here. It's said to be 10 times the size of Earth. It is theorized to orbit the sun at a distance of 20 times farther than Neptune, and has at an even more extreme angle, differing 30 degrees to the other planets. These factors could be accounted for the solar system's tilt, as Planet 9's extreme orbit causes, quote, a multi-billion-year wobble to that system. Mathematically, given the hypothesized, no, it's hypothesis, it's not confirmed size and distance of Planet 9, a 6-degree tilt fits perfectly, says Mike Brown, professor of planetary astronomy at the Caltech, who is involved in the study, said in statement. The findings, because you can read more, our solar system just get weirder. I will be posting a link to this article, and it says here, the findings will be published in the Astrophysical Journal this month. This planet was first theorized in 2014 and cannot receive its official name until its existence is confirmed. That could take a while, as the planet takes estimated now 15,000 years to orbit the sun, meaning astronomers will have to carefully watch a lot of space to find it. So that's the update to that, and that's so they're saying it's about 10 times the size of Earth, and that matches the Sumerian saying about Nibru, the winged disc, being bigger than Earth. Is it physically going to smash into the Earth? Well, no. If the distance is 10 times further out than Neptune, I don't think Earth is in danger of an immediate collision. But given that Planet 9's / Nibru's size and gravitational pull, it probably will bring a lot of things from the Oort cloud, because it goes into the Oort cloud and comes back out of the Oort cloud. So they might be bringing some little buddies along with it, which could potentially be captured by the our sun and dragged into the inner orbit of the inner planets, which includes Earth and Mars. and Mercury. So that's something to think about. Now, this next article comes from Fox News, and unfortunately, Fox News, instead of printing just the article, printed all the doggone comments. So let's go through these pieces very slowly. I mentioned there was 3 distributed denial of service attacks, and this goes into that. It talks about it, and this is dated on October 22nd, 2016 on Fox News. It says here, attacks on the internet keep getting bigger and nastier. I mentioned, unfortunately, cut off. So let me just give you a quick recap of what this says here. It says here, the attacks originally were created as test attacks by a group. Okay, let's see here. It's New World hackers who identify themselves. A man named Prophet said they were testing their system and ability to create havoc. And also, after they were done doing their testing, other hacker groups, including Anonymous, decided to continue on with their own distributed denial of service attack. So that's the reason. And it has knocked out several major sites. Unfortunately, it did not give me the printout of all the information. But one of the sites it knocked out flat was PayPal. Another one, that's one that affects me. I don't really affect too much by the other sites. But that sucks. Okay? As I said, that New World hackers were just testing, starting out with the East Coast test, and they went to East and West Coast, and now other groups have decided to continue on the attack for their own reasons, including Anonymous. The Associated Press reported could not get in contact with anybody from Anonymous to confirm nor deny their dealings with this. So that just tells you just situation overall with this planet is a mess. One of the most important things is there were attackers who said that they're trying to do is retaliate against Russia attacking the United States. Really, really kind of stupid because Russia is, first of all, is already not exactly our buddies right now. I really would like to work with Russia because Russia, I do use a lot of the resources and I get off the internet, Russian Today, television, and other media outlets to help fill in the blanks where our mainstream media has continued to fail to provide us with good coverage. Fox News does a pretty good job, so I don't have a problem with Fox. But CNN material I will not use because it's just like Donald Trump said, it is too contaminated. It's called the Clinton News Network for a reason. However, I will point out a piece I did read in quick. Surprised me because Alex Jones's Infowars.com brought up 10 out of 5 are after the debate among undecided voters. CNN asked live, and this is live now, so they couldn't take it back later. I think they wish they had tape it first. It said that 10 out of 15 people were undecided, said they were going to vote for Donald Trump. 5 said probably for Clinton. I think it's a little bigger than that because the numbers are really kind of interesting. Anyway, the point is they were hoping there was going to be more of Hillary Clinton support. And it wasn't. Hillary Clinton did not have the majority of the support of the undecided voters that they asked, which kind of makes them kind of blush because, unfortunately, they can't go back and say, "Oops, sorry, we're not airing that story." Well, it's too late. It already went out live, so you can't put the genie back in the bottle. we have other news today to discuss. I guess you can call it micro news. Micro news meaning it affects me more or less, not just everybody. However, it does affect everybody else too. It's just in Connecticut. For those people on the renter's rebate, including me, who are waiting for their money diligently, trying to hold their lives together. Originally, the renter's rebate was usually comes usually around mid-October, and the idea was is that I was going to pay my current electric bill and everything else on the day the money came. Well, unfortunately, they changed the date, and they didn't tell anybody in time for us to change our budget. So what happened is now they decide they're going to pay us 2 weeks later, which means now it's supposed to be going out in the mail on the 28th, but that means that everybody who's waiting for that money to pay bills, buy Christmas presents. Yeah, people do buy the Christmas presents early before Cyber Monday and stuff. Why not? The money's there. That's what some people do with it. Maybe get some new winter clothes, and you better get some because this winter is going to be nice and cold and icy. Promise you that. So here I am waiting for this check, and let me this is pretty good at nagging me. I don't mean to nag you, but all right. Go on. Oh, you go on. I'll let you talk this time. Okay. I told Michelle, I said, well, the money's going to come on the 28th. You're already going to be 2 months behind because of the fact is you were going to pay the big bill in October, but you can't pay it in October on the 28th because it's going to be past due. So I said, you're going to have to call up the electric company right away and tell them that you're going to pay them the money and you owe them, and you'll even throw in a maximum of another whole month's worth of electric bill ahead of time. If the money doesn't come on the 28th, Michelle is screwed. If the money doesn't come on the 28th, Michelle can't pay her electric bill, Michelle can't pay her phone bill, Michelle can't pay her credit card bill, Michelle can't buy shoes, Michelle can't do any of that, except until her Social Security disability comes on the 3rd. In that case, she can pay the $200 to the electric, but and pay T-Mobile, but she won't be able to pay anybody else. She won't be able to pay First Premier at all if for some reason the check is stolen or pilfered. That's a problem. We also tried to have the mailbox with a lock on it, but that turned out to be a worthless endeavor. And the reason is because the mail carrier couldn't physically fit some of the bills into the slot because the slot was too narrow. The slot was too narrow. Yes. For number 10, is that sleet? Either it's sleet or it's rain blowing against that window pretty hard. Yeah, it sounds like sleet. All right. Maybe it is sleet. You never know. Could be sleet. Could be freezing rain too. The point is today is really, really a cold day. That's another topic. That's another topic Michelle's going to cover. But let's get back to the main one first, okay? So, what I said to Michelle is what you got to do is, ideally, is you need a bigger mailbox slot. But that means Michelle would have to take a pair of tin snips and cut the metal and make the slot wider, which I could do. Which you could do, but unfortunately, the problem is that's an antique mailbox. Michelle doesn't want to ruin it by cutting a big gash on the front and ruin the original mailbox design. I don't particularly blame her for doing that, but the thing is that otherwise she has to leave the mailbox wide open, and then bad people come in and still steal the money, including potentially the renter's rebate money, which would suck. It would suck. Big time suck. So, now back to the weather. Okay, good thing. Now, I did not print the weather forecast up. I did look at it this morning, and I can tell you right now that today we're getting the much needed rain, but it's kind of cold and clammy out there right now. It's probably about 6 degrees. It's not that nice. And like I said, that sounded like sleet. And it was supposed to be warmer than it is right now. Well, it's not that warm, it's just me. It's wet, it's clammy, it's cold, and this sucks. I don't mind cold, but when you throw rain on top of that, it just generally, bleh, I could do better. You could do better. So, what I might do is, I want to just remind everybody, please, 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 please. Did you say please enough times? I think so. Make sure to prepare for this winter, because this winter in the Northeast is going to be lots of snow, lots of cold. Okay? Not as bad as the Midwest, but it's going to be cold and snowy. Right? The most, as far as I saw in the extended forecast, the biggest warmer weather will probably be in the Midwest. I think it's going to be more of the West again, near Washington, Oregon, or did we get it backwards this year? No, I think we got it right. I think this year it's going to be like this. You're going to have a good portion of cold and snowy for the Northeast. It's going to be the biggest block, okay? Then Midwest, it's going to be cold, but more normal snow. Then we get into the West Coast. It's going to be rainy and a tiny bit warmer, but not really much. When you get into the Mid-Atlantic states, of course, it's kind of a crapshoot between the two extremes of too much snow or too much rain, and it's still being mild or cold. It doesn't really matter. I'll find out more detail as we can. But for now, I'm going to still say the same thing. Prepare for cold days. Definitely. And if Michelle don't pay her electric bill for some reason, prepare for dark nights. Unfortunately, it is very true, Lum. That is very true. But we will do everything we can to fix all those issues. I can promise you that. So, what happens now? What happens now? What happens now? I don't know. Pick one. Think your cat wants to go outside? I think so too. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to let you go. That's the news. Well, we'll get you more details when we can. But until then, stay safe, stay warm, and stay dry, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.